Hello Virgo and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the next 3 months of October, November and December. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates, but we're going to take a look at pretty much every meanings of the cards. Love, relationship, money, career, finance, so there's something in it for everyone. We're going to start with your Spirit Animal Oracle card, and the card that has a message for you today is number 63, Vulture Spirit. Nothing has been wasted. So when you look at the vulture, it's not the most beautiful thing in the earth, but it has all the use to it as well, because it's kind of like the recycler of nature, which is an indication that yes, you might have gone through some challenges in your life, but all of that wasn't there for anything really, because you're gonna get something out of it. What does that mean? You're getting stronger, you're getting some kind of an understanding or a wisdom of some sort. So I think focus on that, whatever you're kind of going through, and yes, it might be difficult, but there's some kind of a benefit to it for you. So it's not a wasted effort. You're gonna see something good come out of it. But let's see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading, you do have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is the card of multiple choices. Whenever this card shows up, you might have multiple options to choose from. This card can indicate that you have multiple pathways ahead of you, like from a career perspective or relationship point of view. There are a lot of people that are interested in you. There are a lot of companies that are interested in you. Some of you might be thinking about going on your own. Whatever it is, this card is indicating that you just don't know which one to choose from, because you just don't know what the outcome is gonna be, and that's kind of keeping you back, holding you back to make the decision. If you have multiple choices, very important to narrow down those options and try to kind of look at it and analyze it from that perspective. This card can indicate also that some of you are very dreamy. You are kind of seeing things from through a rose-colored glass, in a sense that you're focusing too much on daydreaming. Very important in that case to be a little bit more realistic. But this card for me is always connected to manifestation as well. When you're trying to manifest something new in your life, but you're kind of confused, because one day you want certain thing and the next day you want another. Maybe one day you want to be in a relationship, the next day you want to be on your own, one day you want to start your own business, the other day no, I want to stay where I am. So there's this kind of back and forth with the Seven of Cups, and generally it can be a message from the universe that I don't know what you want, I don't know what to deliver for you. But the reading starts with the Six of Swords. Six of Swords, which is all about transitioning, moving in your life, leaving a difficult time behind, a stormy time where you are arriving to some calmness, some calm shores, when everything's going to be smooth sailing. So this is like a big transition for some of you. Maybe you are changing industry, maybe you are changing in terms of jobs. Some of you might be shifting in your relationship patterns or relationship status, going from solo to be in a relationship, or from a relationship to be alone, or if you and your partner went through some difficulties, this might indicate that the difficult time is ending for you. This is a beautiful energy of transition. But you also have here the Devil, which is the card that can indicate that some of you might be feeling trapped in your current position, in your current situation. There's some kind of a dependency of some sort. This might be that you are working in a toxic work environment or with toxic people, but you're kind of staying there in spite of all of that, because the devil always has a side that's kind of draws you back. Maybe the money is good, you enjoy working with some people. Some of you might be kind of in a very dependent work relationship, or in a very dependent relationship where there's too much dependency, control as well. It can be also connected to materialism, or when you are having when you're kind of going to the extremes in terms of enjoyment and enjoying things. Definitely can be connected to addiction in terms of like drugs or cigarettes or alcohol, or any kind of addiction. Food, I think, think about where you're getting out of balance, because the devil is always indicating that something is out of balance in your life, and you need to kind of focus it to bring it back to balance. Because the devil can also, some of you feel that you don't have control over your situation, but when the devil actually shows up in your reading, it's a sign that you have the choice. You need to make some kind of a decision how you are continuing. Again, like even from a relationship perspective, if you're not in a relationship, it might be that you're just going through relationships that are no emotional connection. They're just more for the sake of fun. And your reading continues with the Magician, which is number 1. Like that's an indication, like, you know, that you have all the skills you need to achieve whatever you want. It's definitely the card of manifestation. So in this case, there's a strong connection between the Magician and the Seven of Cups, which we talked about it, that can be connected to confusion when it comes to manifestation, where you are not clear in terms of what you want. But again, the Magician is all about having all the skills to achieve whatever you want, whether you want a relationship, whether you want to have a job, whether you want to have more money, your own business, your independence, whatever you want, or to kind of break free from this situation, whatever that situation is in your life, you have the skills to do it. So it's all up to you. And you also have here in the next card, the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. This is a person who is ready for action, ready for battle, and ready for fight as well. He's very focused on getting things done, and one of the downfalls of him that he is not putting a lot of effort into planning. So some of you need to kind of balance that, how much you are doing a planning, or how much you are actually thinking back and just focusing on getting things done. And also, like, you know, a very energetic card. It's a fast moving card when things are happening fast in your life. So it's interesting to see the colliding energies of the calmness, what the Six of Swords are bringing in, and the excitement and the fast moving energy of the Knight of Swords. Might be something that you need to kind of put some balance or focus to kind of balance that out a little bit. But again, like, you know, the Knight of Swords brings a change, brings a huge change into your life, something that you've been wanting for, something that you've been desired. So some of you, if you're single, you might be getting into a relationship, and it might be that things are evolving fast, like, you know, when you're kind of head over heels over somebody in a very short period of time, because you have this very strong attraction. And it might be that some of you find it confusing. It might be as well that a relationship is evolving fast, like getting to the next level of getting married, getting engaged. Now, if the relationship is not that great, it might be that the other person is thinking about leaving the relationship, because, you know, the devil can be also connected to cheating, like anything that's, you know, not good or out of control. So in that case, the other party might be thinking about leaving the relationship. But from a career perspective, again, a big change that you've been wanting, maybe a promotion, maybe a new job of some sort, or a new project. And the next card in your reading is the Three of Wands, which is the card of the early successes. So generally this card shows up when you made all of your plans and you can see that the plan's gonna work. If you kind of starting to look for a job, you're getting some callbacks and you see, okay, there's some interest here. If you started your own business, you can see that the business gonna be successful because you're getting the first orders. Or if you're starting a project as well at work, you can see that the project's gonna be successful. From a relationship perspective, if you're single, this is a card that's indicating that you're enjoying your freedom, you're enjoying the fun, you're having the adventures along the way. But if you are in an existing relationship, this card is an indicator that you are thinking about to take the relationship to the next level, maybe moving in with each other, getting engaged, getting married, or having children, whatever that next step is, because the Three of Wands is all about looking out in the horizon and seeing what else is out there. But this card also has like an international connection as well. So maybe you are working in an international organization, you are thinking to make your own business global. Some of you might be in a relationship that might be in a different country or continent as well. It might be also that some of you might be thinking about moving abroad, especially or traveling abroad, because you have here both of these cards can indicate something overseas or moving or having a trip that involves going over water. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because that's an indication that the reading helped you, and you can also help me to grow the channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button, so I hope that you have pushed those like and subscribe buttons. Only a very few % of people end up subscribing, so I hope you're gonna be one of them, and I'm always very excited to read in the comment how this reading is resonating with you. So your reading continues with the Five of Wands. So Five of Wands is the card of conflict and competition. If it's manifesting in your life as a conflict, it can be the type of conflict where you have people in an organization, in a relationship, where they are coming from different backgrounds, and because of that they are seeing things differently. It can be also a type of competition which is not like a hardcore competition. You're just kind of trying to see how far you're able to go with a person. That can be at work, that can be in a relationship where you're kind of testing the waters. Okay, can I do that or not? Some of you might be in training for something or learning something new when the Five of Wands shows up. But as I said, it can show up as a competition as well in your life. So for example, if you are trying to get a new job, a new business of some sort, probably you're not the only one who has your eyes on the price. There are other ones as well that are trying to get it. So maybe you need to kind of fight for that position, or you might be in an industry or in a company where there's just a lot of competition as well. But even in the personal life, it can show up as a type of competition. If you are interested in a person that is very popular, and you're not the only one who is trying to get the attention of that person. But of course, you might be the one as well who is very popular this period of time, because you have in the center of your reading the Seven of Cups, which is an indication of choices, multiple choices, which we talked about. It can be both in a personal or in a career perspective. Now, the next card in your reading is the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords is the card of lying, cheating, stealing, but also a card of applying a different strategy. So from a relationship perspective, with this devil energy, some of you might be going through some experience, maybe where there has been some infidelity on either side. I cannot really say, because I said the roles are reversible. It can be also as well that some people are not telling you the truth. Some of you might be moving in a stealth mode, of trying to do something. So for example, if you have an idea, if you want to start your own business, or you're looking for a job, you're not telling it to everyone because you don't want it to, the word to get out, which is very wise. But the Seven of Swords is also connected to applying a new kind of strategy, and not doing things the same way. Because when you're looking at him, he's stealing those swords because he doesn't want to continue to have a battle like these people are battling. He wants to sit down, he wants to have a conversation, and because of that he's stealing those cards to kind of force that, to have the control over the situation, because the devil can indicate some kind of a control. So this can be that maybe some of you need to approach your situation a different way. Even if you're in a confused situation, try to see it from a different point of view and approach a different strategy. And and the last card you have here is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles can be a person, your energy, or just the energy of the card. If it's a person, it's a younger person or a child as well. But the Page of Pentacles can indicate a news from a financial perspective or from a material perspective. Definitely can be connected to an opportunity that you need to hold on to with both hands. So you really need to consider it. Maybe an investment advice, maybe a business opportunity, a job opportunity of some sort. But it can be also a sign for a new relationship, an opportunity for a relationship. And for an existing relationship, you need to kind of pay attention to those little cracks that are not indicating like a deep crack or deep issues, but you need to pay attention to it now to make sure they don't become a bigger issue or a bigger challenge. But the Page of Pentacles also a learner, like he's like a very studious person, and for some of you there's definitely that kind of a learning experience of some sort that some of you might be going through with this Five of Wands. But let's see what is at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck, you do have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is a beautiful new beginning, a new chapter in your life that brings you love, fulfillment, self-love as well. So whenever this card comes up, there's a beautiful energy of happiness coming into your life. It can be in a form of a new relationship or a very loving chapter in an existing relationship. Might be connected to birth of a child or a new project, a creative project, or a new job of some sort. What's really important that happiness is coming into your life when this card shows up, because you're going to be so happy that you just don't know whether you should laugh or cry from the joy you feel. So I'm closing with that beautiful energy, and I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.